What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Origin Podcast. Today we have a very, very special guest, Oxnard native. We have the homie BigTime Bake. Give it up.
Not much, man. Chilling.
Hey, we appreciate you coming out, bro.
Yeah,
like,
thanks for pulling up.
like, I mean, I've been seeing you on the social media, like you're like doing your thing, bro. Like you're literally popping off. That's why I'm just like, hey,
every day.
If we're able to get you in here, that's gonna be a win for us.
Hell
you know?
yeah.
Hell yeah.
We're
man.
really
I'm all about
appreciate
man. When it comes to like pulling up to like anything 805, I'm really big on it. Like for anybody out there in the future, I don't charge 805 artists for features.
That's what's
if
up.
you're out of the 805, probably
There's
gonna
a
get
fee.
taxed.
Yeah.
Probably gonna get taxed. But 805 artists, I don't charge them for features and
That's
stuff
what's
like
up.
that. So 805 businesses, anything like that, I'm always open to working.
Hell yeah, showing love to the
yeah.
hometown. Hell
Mhm.
yeah. Yeah, it's a little bit different now because we've been having a lot of people from LA and stuff. So I'm like, finally, we got one of our own in here. You know, like especially because like the way you've been blowing up, I'm just like, bro, like you're doing it, like you know.
Man, I'm trying, dog. Trying to honestly just consistency and just putting myself out there way more than I used to.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm at a certain level of confidence now where I can definitely just not necessarily flaunt or boast, but I can put myself out there and know that I'm putting out quality.
Yeah,
every single time.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah. And are you doing this like solo? Like, are you running your own page? You're like scheduling your uploads?
Yeah. So right now, currently, I work overnights. So I work overnights. Job in San Diego. I'm currently getting San Diego. I commute back and forth.
Dang.
But I work overnight. So during the night, I'm editing videos. Job isn't too crazy, so I can edit videos at night.
Nice.
While I'm working, and then post them in the morning. So everything you see is usually like a same day upload.
Yeah.
And then I'd say I have like a soft team. I don't have anyone that's like on payroll or nothing like that, but I have, people that I've created these relationships with and fostered these relationships with where, we can work without necessarily a big focus on money. Of course, I still, pay them, but we have things in the works that, the whole relationship isn't, fully transactional. So I have, a soft team of people that I'm able to work with. And so like videographer, studios and stuff like that. And, I think especially when you see someone, just working and working and working, of course, that attracts other people who are like, oh, I want to work with this person. Right. And I think that's kind of what's, happened in the past year or so. So I have people who, try to boost me up and stuff like that. So I do everything myself, but I do have a soft team around me that, help facilitate certain things.
No, yeah.
That's dope. Yeah, because all your videos that I've been seeing on Instagram and all that, it's like professional shit. That's
that's Past the Stars. Shout out Past the Stars.
Yeah, he's just doing some crazy shit.
Yeah.
Like that one where you were doing the mic drop in front of the house. What was it?
Oh,
yeah, that one. Yeah, that one's badass.
Yeah,
sick. Forgot what the song was called, but here, I can look it up real quick.
Call up everybody that's pitching on a party. Pitching on a party.
Yeah, there we go.
Bro, was that your pad or what? Because I seen the number was blocked off, like it was blurred out.
Yeah,
that's
blocked out for a reason.
I was like,
blocked out for a reason.
Yeah, I was like, damn, bro. Like there's parts where it's like blurring you out too. I was like, damn, bro. That for sure, that's like something.
It is what it is.
No, yeah, bro. Like I'm telling you, like your style of like videos that you've been doing, I'm like, damn, that's some high quality shit. That's the shit we see out in LA.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Yeah, me and him we've been locked in for like the past year, and we want to be more ambitious with things. But like as the budget gets bigger, more ambitious things will be put out there. And I'm really big. I'm really hands on with the stuff like edits and stuff like that. I do the edits.
Oh shit.
I'm really really hands on with how I like my visuals when it comes to like direction and stuff. Me and him will, bounce off ideas for with each other on like how we want certain things shot. I'm really, really hands on with all that stuff. So I think once the budget gets even bigger, I have ideas that I really want to, put out there that I think would be really.
Yeah.
Really,
So
really
what you're
dope.
saying is like you ain't seen nothing yet. Once the
Yeah,
budget
hell
gets
no.
bigger, you're
Hell
about
no.
to pull up with a spaceship or
Yeah,
something,
yeah.
bro. Like,
And
cooking right now.
The budget the budget is budgeting right now.
Yeah.
But once it gets to a point where that expense isn't a problem, I think we're gonna put out some really dope stuff.
damn, bro. Damn. We probably have to talk about that off camera. Probably.
Oh yeah.
Like, damn. Don't want to spoil nothing.
For real. Yeah.
But we mentioned that you are Oxnard local. How was it growing up in Oxnard for you?
Honestly, it was really. I mean, I feel like it was really. I had a simple childhood, I guess I'd say. I bounced around a lot of schools. Me and my mom moved around a lot. My dad had passed away before I was even born, so it was really just me and my mom and most. I have my dad's side of the family, like here and there, like my cousins, like shout out OGT, shout out Sir Weezy. I had them and their families, but honestly it was just me and my mom, just bouncing around from place to place. So I went to multiple schools in Oxnard, which is why I know a lot of people in Oxnard, and I was really big on sports.
Yeah.
So I think I knew a lot of people from that too.
Yeah.
So yeah, Oxnard for me, I mean, a lot of people I feel like who like rap, they got into it, because of they had like a certain image to uphold, or they wanted a certain image, or it's part of a certain lifestyle that they're living. As for me, I just like rap.
Yeah.
I just I was younger. My mom was bumping. She was bumping West Coast music, but honestly, a lot of the music that she listened to was East Coast music. So I think that's why I'm so punch heavy, like bar heavy. I like punchlines a lot because I feel like that's how a lot of East Coast rappers rap.
Yep.
I was big on battle rap. I watched a whole bunch of battle rap. So I'm really, really big on punchlines. That's the type of rap that I like. So yeah, my childhood was cool. I mean, I wasn't, we weren't rich or nothing, or we weren't. I don't even say we were middle class. We were pretty, EBT, all that,
struggling.
EBT, all that. But I feel like growing up in Oxnard, I don't want to say that's normal, but it's not out of the ordinary,
Yeah.
So it's not
It's
like
like you and so many other people, the same boat. And
yeah,
shit.
it's not like I was looking around like, oh man, that he got an
He
Xbox 360. Damn, nah, he don't got that either. like I go to someone's house and it's like, oh yeah, this is the same shit I got.
We're still on the PS1 right now.
Yeah, exactly.
So
I don't think I looked at anything from the lens of, oh man, I'm down bad, we're down bad. Even if at some points we may have been.
Yeah.
I don't think I never had that perspective of, just feeling sorry.
Yeah.
For,
Like,
my situation. Cause,
yeah.
I mean, when you coming from Oxnard, South Oxnard,
right.
I was bouncing around everywhere. You see people just like you. So it really wasn't at the top of my mind.
So you say you were bouncing around from different sides of the city. Like, do you really have any specific areas you're like, this is home for me?
Nah,
you just feel like the whole city's just...
And I'm really big on just Oxnard. Whenever I never try to put like street signs and shit unless it's like major streets, like if I put like Gonzales or Oxnard Boulevard or Ventura whatever, I don't claim a certain section of the city because that's just, first off, I don't politic. I don't do that. I rap for fun.
No, and that's what's up, dude. Because I mean, I feel like that opens up a lot of doors for you because that allows you to work with so many other artists. That if you were to be doing that, you were just like, you know what, that right there just cuts you off from so many other artists.
Yeah, for sure. And
it'd be harder.
Yeah, my dad was into that. That's why he met the fate that he met. My dad was into that stuff, and I think that kind of kept my family from or made my family kind of keep me away from it. Also, since I was in sports and I was good at sports, I don't think people even wanted me to, be in that side at all. And I also, I didn't have time for none of that.
Yeah.
I wasn't just bullshitting at the house or bullshitting at the stop sign. I had practice.
You were being productive then. You were saying that you love punchlines and stuff. And bro, that's the biggest thing that I caught from your music. And also what I caught from that is when you do punchlines, a lot of them are in Spanish.
Yeah, so I'm half Mexican. My mom's Mexican, my dad's black. And I think just growing up in Oxnard, I try to let that influence be shown and let that half of my culture be shown. I can't speak fluent Spanish because my grandma just didn't want to teach my mom. My mom didn't want to get me.
Hey, you speak Guapanese though.
You know, I speak Guapanese. I speak a whole lot of money. I speak a whole lot of that. But yeah, man, I wish I was fluent in Spanish. I really. So you know, I practice it here and there. You know, my freaking girlfriend, she speaks fluent Spanish. Her whole family, that's their first language and stuff. So I try to practice when I go over there. I'm trying to chop it up, in
but
Spanish.
Then they go,
yeah,
hold on.
Man, damn. But yeah, so I try to let that influence be shown in some of my bars and stuff like that. Also, I think it just it's cool. It's a little it's a mix up of things, especially coming from someone with my complexion.
Exactly. No, yeah, and that's what also took me back. I didn't know that about you. I didn't know you were half Mexican.
Yeah.
So that's why I was like, damn, this homie's got some like good punchlines because you were like guapo and stuff like that. Like I was just like, what the hell? The homie knows the slang like that. Like
the
that's
whole
what's up.
747 scheme, the whole little scheme in Spanish.
Yeah. And then I also see you're always shouting out gordos, dude. Like in the music videos,
those are my
in the lyrics.
Boys. Nah, they're like the first. When I did that video, the hanging mic at their first truck.
Mm-hmm.
We had no rapport or nothing. So they didn't have no reason to let me go over there and just do that in front of their business. Their business was already kind of booming at that point, so it was really only beneficial to me. Mm-hmm. So them just being super welcoming about that, I was like, oh, dude, that's dope. So that's love. So and that's one of the. There's a couple moments last year that kind of I think paved the way for like a steady blow up or a consistent like blow up, and I think that's one of those moments that really kind of pushed me forward as far as like career wise. Mm-hmm. So I think there's like the Gangster Party video that I did in Santa Barbara, which the video was I did part of the video in the crowd and stuff like that, and then the next moment was that Gordos, and so yeah, then them being so welcoming to me, I always try to show love to them because they didn't have to do that, and there's a lot of businesses that don't do that.
Exactly. Yeah.
That I work with. So as far as them, those are my dogs.
No, hell yeah, that's crazy, bro. They show you love like that. But what's it called, bro? Like you're so freaking like unique with your lyrics and stuff. Like where does that come from? Like you said, you were very influenced on the East Coast rap. Like what else was like an influence for you?
Honestly, I don't know. I kind of just try to. I feel like a lot of people do say the same things, and I'm even, I even say some of the same things sometimes. But even if I say the same thing, I try to say it maybe a little bit differently, slightly differently, or like in a way that hasn't been said before. Still conveying the same, message, but not necessarily the same wording and stuff like that. And I watch a lot of just media. I consume a lot of media. Yeah. I've always been a kid who's been, online, or I've always been, I'm a big anime fan.
Oh shit!
I watch a lot of anime. I read manga and stuff like that. I was big on cartoons. I was big on just shows like Breaking Bad, Game of Thrones, all that stuff. So I think having all those references to just pull from, I'm able to just fabricate bars that are just
out of this
different,
world,
or like
or
that are niche enough to where if someone hears it and they like that show, they're like, oh, that's a bar.
Exactly.
And if you don't know it, maybe you look it up and you're like, oh, that's a bar.
Yeah.
So I think that's where a lot of that comes from. I think the way that I write and formulate songs, I always think flow first, but I don't like punch. I don't go in and just punch in like listen to or be in the studio, no lyrics written down. I always go with something written down. Or if not, I'm sitting there, I'm writing stuff down because I like to be really intentional with, bars. So if you hear something that's like a triple entendre, probably wasn't on accident, I probably thought about that for about 3 minutes before I even wrote it down. So I'm really intentional with bars, and I like to just be, I like that. I like rap. I like rapping, So I like the whole lyricism aspect behind stuff. Even if I'm not, there's lyricists like J. Cole who will spit like life facts at you while also doing bars. I'm not a life facts type of dude. I think in the future, I do want to, kind of step into that realm. But right now, I'm just having fun rapping.
No, yeah,
So,
definitely.
Having fun with it.
I feel like you're just flexing that rap muscle in your brain. You're just like,
hell yeah.
You're not really trying to like make a statement like oh like live your life this way or certain type of shit like that. You're
I'm
just
not,
like, hey, I'm having fun.
I'm not trying to preach to nobody. I feel like there's a lot of people are getting preached to all the time, whether it's through media, through music, through the whatever they're watching, the family. I feel like people are getting preached at all the time. I feel like sometimes you just want to listen to music that just makes you feel good.
Yeah, just enjoy it.
Yeah.
Bro, there's one thing I did want to ask you. Like, I see you not struggling, but like you fuck with people online shit too. Like, they're always hitting you up like, whoa, this is a bootleg Blueface.
Man. So what I've learned why people say that is because the tone of my voice, like my actual voice, they believe it sounds like Blueface. I don't really hear it.
Hey, and I can attest to that because first off, I'm not a big rap fan.
Yeah.
I have been due to the podcast. I've been getting into it.
Yeah.
And I did listen to some Blueface, and I'm just like, what the hell are they talking about?
Yeah.
But
yeah, man. I mean,
you got to really, really nitpick to be like, oh, okay, that part sounded like Blueface. But
yeah, like if I,
just haters, man.
The vocal inflections, the bitch on that, like that shit. Like,
yeah.
Okay, but that's like a West Coast thing, and that's what a lot of people on the West do. So if you're gonna attribute that to Blueface, I think that's just wrong in general.
Yeah.
But yeah, some people say my tone just sounds like him. Now when they say like, oh, the rap scheme or like the flow, that's when I'm like, all right, you just don't know what you're talking about.
Exactly. No.
And also what I've learned, is that I knew this, but seeing it in action is like, damn, you. Like some people are fucking weird. Like,
that's why.
Like a lot of people on the internet just like they like to hear themselves talk.
Hell yeah,
that's what it is, and you just gotta let them talk, and
No, and the crazy part is that you actually like engage with them. You'll be putting them on your stories and shit. You'll be like, man, these people are crazy.
Oh,
like,
it's
just calling them out, and I'm just like, damn, this would like he really had time to do all that shit,
Yeah,
like,
hell yeah,
call
it's
them
funny.
out.
Like I
they want the
said,
smoke, they got it.
Yeah, like I said, I'm online a lot. I see, when it comes to like media and stuff, I like to have my freaking finger on the pulse of like what's going on, so that way I can put that into my raps and stuff like that. But like, so I'm online. I know how to use every social media very well.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, I just think that's funny, and it also it's content at the end of the day,
Yeah.
And when you're talking about social media, content is king.
Yeah, it's engagement,
Exactly.
whether it's negative or positive.
Whether it's negative or positive. So I pick and choose who to respond to, and like it's intentional.
No, I just enjoy it, bro, because I'm just like other people will just either delete it or like just move on, don't really pay attention to it. But it's like, all right, you want to talk shit? Let's get to it.
Yeah, I got time. When I got time. Like I think one of my favorite athletes who like is on the internet is like Kevin Durant.
Okay, D. Yeah.
He responds to people.
Yeah,
he got time. Yeah, he responds to hella people.
That's crazy.
And there's a lot of people who just be like, oh man, just ignore it, just ignore it. Why?
Yeah.
Like if I have time and I'm not, as long as it's not like affecting you mentally, like
right.
As long as you're not, feeling like you're getting bullied online or whatever.
Don't take it that serious.
Yeah,
right?
don't take it that serious. Just fucking fuck with them.
No,
like,
Why that? Yeah, exactly. Bro, we were you saw that I posted on social media like, hey, ask Big Time Bake a question.
Yeah.
So let me just bring up those questions real quick.
Get to it.
He was reading me some. It was freaking hilarious.
Yeah. So I won't say their names just because try to keep it anonymous. Yeah. But we got the first one says, how do you get over writer's block?
How do I get over writer's block? Honestly, I take time with songs. So like if I do feel like writer's block, I have writer's block. There's a lot of people who say work through it. I mean, that is a way to do it. Just work through it. Just write some bullshit. Like write some shit that's not inspirational. It's not a bar. Just write it out, and then you can delete it later. So that way you're at least getting juices flowing. But honestly, I take breaks.
Okay.
Like if I get writer's block, I'll be like, all right,
it's not meant to be.
Yeah. I'm just, or it's not necessarily that it's not meant to be, but like, let's take a pause on this track. Let's go to this other track and see if I find new inspiration here. So that way I'm not necessarily blocking myself, but like it's like playing a video game. You can't beat a level or something like that. You can't beat that level. You're doing it over and over and over and over again. The next day you come back, you beat it first try.
Right.
Yeah.
So
it's like that. Like sometimes you just got to step away from it.
Let it breathe.
Go do something else. Let it breathe, and then come back to it when you got something just happened in the day that you can write about, as you went through your day. So I think, just step back, take a break. Also, if you want to, though, write through it.
Shit.
That's what I do.
It's a good one.
We have, how does he stand out in this competitive market?
So I think there's a lot of bullshit you got to sift through on, Instagram, social medias in general. And I think, in today's day and age, as far as like social media goes, content goes, your shit has to be quality, and it has to be consistent quality. So if I'm putting videos out that are, I don't want to shit on like 1080p videos, but if I'm putting videos out that are 1080p, that doesn't stand out to your eye as far as, as much as a 4K video would. So, make sure your videos are quality. And then if the music's bumping, at the end of the day, someone's going to like it. If they like it enough, they'll share it. If they share it, other people are going to see it. So I think it's, you just got to put yourself out there. I don't think enough people put themselves out there. And if they do put themselves out there, they don't put themselves out there enough. So I think, I just made a video. I dropped a video. Yo, video's out.
That's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's you only put that content out to people once. And on Instagram, especially, like, I don't see stuff until like 3 days later for some people.
Yeah.
Like, that's just how it is. So you gotta press the issue, and a lot of people are like, oh, I don't want to be on that type of time. Some people like to stay mysterious, cool ass dudes and want to be all cool and shit. Bro. Don't be cool, man. Fucking push the issue. You got art. You got art that you want to push and you think people should hear it. Make sure they hear it. Put it in their faces. So that's why I started putting out a reel every single day, because there's a lot of people who like. I'm not the biggest fan of Russ, but Russ started doing it. That dude LaRussell started doing it. Just putting out content
daily.
So you gotta see it, and if it's good content that you're putting out, if you're putting out a whole bunch of bullshit, all right, people are probably gonna get annoyed. But if you're putting out a whole bunch of quality content that can really garner attention and garner engagement and stuff like that, then people are gonna fuck with you.
Yeah,
like they're gonna be like, oh, this dude's working, and if it's good work, they're gonna appreciate it. If it's bad work, work on it. People are gonna tell you that.
Yeah.
Don't get all butthurt because people tell you, hey man, that shit kind of sucked. You gotta just go back and laugh.
Criticism right there. Yeah. No, but I mean, I can vouch for that, bro, because I mean, you're one of the very few artists that nobody really recommended to us. Mm-hmm. The funny thing is, we already had locked in the date, and I started getting people like, hey, you got to get BigTime Bake. I'm like, bro, we already got it locked in. But it's funny, but no, like exactly what you were saying is like, if you put bullshit out, people are just gonna scroll past it. Because I seen like not necessarily rappers, but like a lot of like grupos, like Mexican bands and shit. Like they record with their phone, like just in a live like performance, and they'll be like, and they use that as promotion. I'm like, bro, that's ass compared to a music video. That's like quality shit.
And like, let me put artists on the game. So music videos don't do too well if you're a lower level artist. If you're underground, even for me, music videos don't blow for me. What blows for me is, instead of spending $600 to $1,000 on a music video, spend that same amount of money on just a day of content. Lock in. Like what I did is I locked in with my videographer. We stopped necessarily doing videos unless the song was popping or whatever. We stopped necessarily doing music videos and just did clips, snippets, and you get so much more out of that than you can out of just clipping up video. You can only clip up key parts of a video so many times. Whereas if you have a new you're at a new location, you're in a new fit, you can rehash that part of the song over and over again. Like, say you have a part of a song that you think is really catchy. You can rehash that part of the song different ways without it coming off as, repetitive.
Thing,
repetitive, because you're changing location, you're changing fit, outfits, you're doing all that. Yeah. So I think, what was the question?
We were talking about like
the quality to just the quality of the content they put out. Like there's people that just put consistently bullshit. They get skipped compared to the one that's higher quality.
How music videos don't do much as like those clips and all that.
And that's how I feel like I stood out. Is I started moving away from music videos and promoting it. Four times. Because I always felt I get how artists feel like, oh man, I already promoted this. And if you're pushing out the same clip, it's like, oh man, I feel like I already did this.
Yeah.
So move away from the videos and go into just content creation. That's what Instagram's for. Instagram's for content. Music videos are for YouTube.
Yeah.
The clips are for Instagram. You can put those on YouTube too. You can put them on shorts.
Yeah, because I seen you guys did that to one of your music videos. You guys did it's the music video, and then on like half of the screen you could put like the clips, and it was cool. It was unique because that's I haven't seen people do
use
that.
Content. There's always different ways to use content. If you pay for it, use it.
Exactly.
So I think the way to stand out in today's day and age is just quality. You got to have quality because there's a lot of bullshit out there. And if you do have quality and you feel like people aren't hearing it, you're probably not pushing it enough. If you're pushing it enough and it's not people aren't fucking with it, it's probably not quality, Right. So you just gotta be able to take a step back and look at it from an outside perspective and be like, am I really doing what I need to be doing right now for a piece of content to blow up? And also sometimes a piece of content just won't blow up
by itself. Yeah, it's gonna speak for itself.
Yeah, it is what it is. I've had a whole bunch of pieces of content where I'm like, oh yeah, this is gonna go. Wow. It is what it is. And that's why I put out every day. You put up there's 365 days in the year. I put out a piece of content every day, or almost every day except for weekends. So it turns out to like 290 something days. That's 290 something shots that I have to blow up.
No, yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like you're one of the few artists that actually like organically came to my attention because, like you said, you were uploading daily, and since you said you changed the outfit, changed the scenery, like honestly, I didn't even pay attention. I'm like, dude, this is the same song. It's just different clips, and that's what tied me in. I'm like, holy shit! Like I thought you were just putting on so much music, but it's the same song, different like location, outfits, and everything. That's how I was like, holy shit! Like this guy's like putting in the work. Like that's why. That's another reason why it like drawn my attention because I'm like, this guy's not a typical artist that's just like, oh, we're gonna do 10 clips in one spot and it better blow up. Like
and so I think the trick to that is even in my car right now, I got 10 different outfits I could put on.
Oh, shit.
I got 10 different outfits. I got 10 different outfits I could put on, and I think that's what kind of makes it seem less repetitive. I'll be in the same location. I'm just changing outfits, so it's not as easy to tell.
Those are tips right there. Those are tips. So you guys need to take notes.
I'll do
putting them on game.
Hell yeah.
So I'll do like 4 pieces of content for a song. I'll do 4 pieces of content per song for about 5 songs. So that's like 20 pieces of content just in one day. Now, that can be your whole month. 20 pieces of content, that's your whole month. And I feel like that's a better investment than a music video where you're going to promote it.
More juice for the squeeze, honestly. Yeah. Than it would be for a music video.
Exactly.
Yeah. Hey, I'm going to have to shout her out just because that was a good question. It kept us going this long. So shout out Shermonte, Odyssey Visuals. Hey, everybody check out Odyssey Visuals. She's got great content, has great interviews with very low-key artists that need to be blown up. So shout out Shermonte. So the next one, it's a little...
Yeah, I was going to say it was funny.
We're going to skip that one just because you told us you have a lady. We want to respect that.
Shoot.
All right. It was going to be, does your music get you Poo-Tang?
No. No.
He's loyal.
I think even if I was single, I mean, I don't know who people think rappers are, but I think if you're like fucking Chris Brown, yeah, probably. I'm not Chris Brown. I don't even. There's a couple messages in my message requests that I'll get. They're like, oh, you single, whatever. Dismiss them, whatever. But it's not like people are just like, big time.
Just throwing panties at you on stage.
No,
like,
like no, that's not something that's happening.
All right. Then we have, what's your motivation to create music?
I just think for me, I'm good at it.
Because you're good at it.
I'm good at it, and I like doing it. I have
fun with
doing it. Yeah. I'm not, trying to create. Like I said earlier, I'm not trying to preach to anybody. When I started making music, it was with a group of my homies, and really we were just making music that we wanted to listen to, that we thought was cool.
Yeah.
So I always take it back to, I just want to make music that I think me and my homies would bump. So when it comes to outside reception, of course, that's like validating and stuff. Like, other people like my music, but as long as me and my boys fuck with it, we'll bump it in the whip. Just us,
Yeah, because that was gonna be my next question. Like, did did outside influence like the other people like that are not even in your circle, just that like acknowledgement is like, oh, you know what, this guy's badass. Like, did that like even like boost up your ego? You're like, you know, I gotta do this because
More
I'm getting so much
motivation.
feedback.
No, I don't think necessarily. I think even if my music wasn't going crazy, I mean, I was doing it for 5 years without it going nowhere, you know. So I think it's just I've always liked it. I've always liked the process of making music. I think I've always been pretty confident that I was good at music. Now the outside sources, the outside validation, of course, that feels great, but it doesn't change anything. You know, it just makes it easier to make music while, you know, other stuff is going on, or you know, I'm able to take time off from other things to, you know, make music because now I'm, you know, it's able to somewhat support itself, you know. So I'm able to just to put more time into music. So I don't think the outside influences kind of changed any way I act. I mean, if you ask people around, I've always acted how I act, you know.
Right.
Especially I think when I'm like, I've always been able to kind of put on like the big time like mask or whatever, because even when I was playing football, when I was in pads, I was like how I am right now, you know. I'm very I'm very when I'm outside of this, cool, chilled back, I'm relaxed, you know.
Yeah,
I like to I'm a homebody. I don't like to, you know, pop out like that. But I think when I'm in a certain mode, you know, I've always been how I am right now. Like my first performance, I think I hopped off the stage and I was like, oh, that felt like a football game. Like,
Oh shit.
you know, that
Same
I got
adrenaline and
the
all
same
that.
feeling I had when I was playing football. So I think yeah, I think this has always been me, you know, at least
Yeah.
a part of me.
Yeah.
You know, there's Big Time and then there's Dondre. Chill out, you know.
No, that's good to hear, bro. Like I'm telling you, because I've seen, like, not to put anybody on blast, but I mean I've seen other people, you know, like that once they get that validation from outside sources and shit, like they're kind of like, oh, I'm the man now, and I'm just like, come on, bro. Like, I mean, just because you got a compliment, now you're feeling you're on top of the world, you know?
Yeah, and I wouldn't say I would never say I'm the man now. I've been that man. You know, I've always felt like I've been. You know, I've always been nice at whatever I put my mind to, whatever I put my energy into. I'm nice at it. You know,
Yeah.
and I've always had that, you know, sort of confidence with it. You know, and confidence, cocky, something, whatever. But I've
Yeah.
always felt like I've had that. You know, that's always been a part of my character. When I step into certain realms. You know. So yeah, I won't ever say, you know, oh, I'm the man now. Now that I have some validation, no, never needed validation to feel like I was the man. I've been that.
Again, tips. You guys need to take these tips, write them down, bro, because there's a lot of shit that a lot of these artists need to fucking, you know, follow
Yeah.
these steps, bro. But one thing I did want to talk to you about is the grill, bro. Like, it's always present in the music videos.
Always,
Um,
man. I wanted a girl since I was like 5.
Oh shit, bro.
Yeah, I wanted a girl since I was like 5. I was able to get it last year. You know, I was able to, you know, I got adult money. You know, I got adult money now. So I was like,
why not?
yo, I've always wanted one of these. Let me fucking get one. You know.
Yeah.
So I hit up some place in Texas and they got me right. I think they go by Agoradiant, AGORADIANT.
Hey, shout
Yeah.
him out. Hell
Shouts
yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Go get your grills.
You know,
Hey, a lot of people tell me they go to Texas. Like, if they're gonna get a good grill, they go to Texas. Yeah.
It's just that's where grills are at. You know,
For real?
like there's a couple spots, you know, in California, but they be taxing.
Mm-hmm.
They be taxing. And I'll let everyone know right now, everyone who's pocket watching, my pockets aren't crazy. You know,
Yeah.
you know, like so I still got a budget and make shit work. But yeah. So in Texas, they're just, since they already have that community of grills around, there's so many people that do grills and stuff like that. So they can't
really tax.
they can't price gouge because
there's already another
you gotta
guy.
compete with that
Yeah,
dude over there
exactly.
who's doing the same
There's
thing
a
you're
market,
doing, you know?
so you have to kind of
Whereas over here, there's not really a big market like that, so they're able to tax the shit out you.
Yeah.
So
And it's funny. I've been seeing a lot of jewelers out here that are like trying to make the person feel super special. So they'll be like, "Hey, I'll go to you, bro." So they make you feel all special, like an appointment. They're like sit you down and shit.
And in Texas, they'll get you in and out of there in the same day. You know,
Exactly. That's why I'm just like right here. Like I feel like they're just taxing them for the same reason. There's not a lot of people that do it, and then if they do it, it's either shitty quality, or it's gonna be really good quality. But that's the reason why they're gonna tax you.
Yeah. So yeah, now I've always wanted grills. I think it's just been something that's like I used to put fucking foil on my.
The
like
gum
that.
wrapper.
Yeah,
gum wrapper.
For
The
real.
foil.
I've always been like, oh man, I always wanted them. So as soon as I was able to get them, I was like, yeah, hell yeah, what the fuck? I want more. So these are honeycombs. It's 8 on 10 because I'm fucking messing up tooth back here. So it's 8 on 10 honeycomb. I want an invisible set.
An invisible set.
Damn.
So invisible set is you can't see. So
they're not baguettes, are they?
No, so you can't see the setting. So right now you can see like the little like each individual
it gives it the honeycomb
little prong.
Each individual prong. Whereas the invisible set is like
so just iced
like
out,
glass
basically.
wall.
Yeah.
It's like a glass wall, pretty much. I'm gonna get those eventually.
That's the reason why I thought you were talking about like baguettes or something.
Got you. Nah, I don't think they're baguettes.
No. You're just talking about the setting.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. That's crazy. Yeah. Because I mean, a lot of like my cousin, the homie Jesse, he's not here, but they're always giving me shit because I'm always going to LA buy shit, and they're just like, "What'd you get now?" I was like, "Fuck, man!" Like
I like jewelry. I mean, I
yeah.
don't like it in like as like a vice type of way. I just think some of this shit looks cool.
Shit,
I
think it's a vice for me, bro.
And like I think when I think of jewelry, I think of like when I do want to get like a crazy piece or something that's like really one-on-one, I want to get something that's like
done right,
dope,
Yeah.
So that's how I think of jewelry. I don't really think of it as like it's like, oh, I just want hella chains, hella this, hella that. Nah, I want something that's cool.
So I had a question. How did you get into rapping?
So at first I started off making beats. I was a producer first. I was watching one of those Genius Deconstructed things. I don't know if you've seen those where they like the producer breaks down how they made the beat or whatever. The beat was Gucci Gang by Lil Pump, and it had like 5 sounds in it. And I was like, dude, I could do that. I could do that, no issue. So I started making beats. I was still playing football during this time, so my focus was completely on football. But whenever I had time, I'd fuck around with beats and stuff like that. And then I got a scholarship over to Western Colorado University. Went out there, was fully focused on football. And then after my first season there, when you have more downtime, there's a couple of my teammates who were like, I found out that they're, recording, rapping, making an album. And I was like, oh, I could, freaking involve myself in that. And I can give them beats or whatever. So I went over there, started trying to produce for them. And they had told me, dude, just hop on one of the beats. So I was like, fuck it. Hopped on one of the beats. I was like, oh, yeah. I like this. I was like, I like that. And so from there, I just started just, putting more of my energy into music. Still primarily focused on football, but I was putting more energy into music. And then COVID hit. And they sent us back home for spring break, which was supposed to be 2 weeks. Ended up being like 7 months or whatever.
Jeez.
So while I was back home during COVID, I was that's during the time when Kenny Beats was doing like he was showing people how to make beats and stuff like that, and I was just making like 3 beats a day. I was making 3 beats a day. I was trying to learn how to record myself. I was doing Instacart, and that's how I kind of built up my studio equipment, because I was making bank off Instacart during COVID because no one wants to shop for themselves.
Yeah.
So I was over there, delivering stuff off to freaking Agora Hills, Westlake, and they're paying out. So from that, I basically built up my whole studio from Instacart. So then when we went back to Colorado, I was just leagues and steps better than I was at producing, mixing, mastering than I was when we first started. So then I started recording my homies. We had, we made a couple tapes that you want to dig for them, someone can dig for them.
They're still out there.
They're out there. They're out there. Try to find them. But so yeah, I got better at recording them and recording myself and kind of just playing with different styles and stuff like that. And then then football finally finished. We were finally done with football. Did my thing, got a little jewelry for that.
Yep.
And then I just like threw myself into music, and that's when I started making the initial songs, like the first EP that I put out by myself, which was About Time back in 2022. Yeah. So then after that, I came back home and was just linked up with OGT, and he kind of brought me into the music scene out here because I wasn't familiar with any of the music scene out here. No rappers that were out here. I didn't know anybody that was out here that rapped because I wasn't in the scene yet.
Right.
So he kind of took me around to like the different rappers and places, different stuff that was going on, and from there I just networked and did my thing and talked to people, did shows, worked with different producers, and that's kind of how I built the foundation to where I'm at now.
And so was it easy for you since like you had your cousin helping you out with the whole process and shit?
Yeah, so OGT, shout out OGT, I need to get him on here.
Yeah.
He's been rapping since he was 9.
Oh shit.
I think.
Damn.
Yeah, he's been rapping, making music since he was 9. His older brother, he raps too, and so he's like stamped around here, around in Oxnard. I think personally, I think if you don't know OGT as like a rapper in Oxnard, you probably haven't been rapping long enough in Oxnard, because he's been around and he's been working for a long time. So I think having him as a connection was just instrumental in being able to kind of go into different places and talk to people, because he'd just be like, oh yeah, this is my cousin. And I think my body of work was able to speak for itself even at that time, even when I don't even think my music back then was the craziest music, but it was definitely a standout for where I was at. So I think with that, my body of work, OGT as kind of a kind of
like intermediary.
kind of intermediary. He was able to we were able to just grow from there. So yeah.
And you said you were like started networking with different people. Like, how was it doing your first music video? Because you said like you didn't really focus on music videos and stuff.
More clips.
Yeah.
So my first music video was with still not sure how to completely say his name, but it's Cinestyle. His name is Danny. His actual name is Danny. That was my first music video, and that was a song called Night Shift. Still out there, it's tucked away in my Spotify, Apple Music. Find it if you want to. But that was my first music video, and it was just a good experience. It was just it felt like the first step in like really like becoming a rapper. Or,
like taking it serious.
And taking it serious. Really investing money into something, and so that was cool. That was dope. And then right after that, with him, I did my first hanging mic, which I think it was the first hanging mic out here, like in Oxnard. I genuinely believe it was the first hanging mic. I didn't.
Yeah, the first mic drop I ever saw wasn't in Oxnard. It was like either New York or LA.
Yeah, because I know OG David James. Shout out OG David James. He did a mic drop, I think like maybe a month before me, but it wasn't in Oxnard. He did it with someone in LA, I think.
I think I know what you're talking about.
And then I did my mic drop in front of the old movie theater in downtown Oxnard.
Oh, the one on Oxnard Boulevard?
Yeah.
Okay.
I did it to Super Hyphy Freestyle, or it's called Super Hyphy Freestyle. It's the Super Hyphy by Keek the Sneak. And that kind of went up a little bit. Well, at the time it went up, Yeah. Like at that time, like 400 likes was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
I'm that man. Yeah. But so that's like one of the first things that kind of popped off for me, as far as like making connections. And then I think off of that video, I was able to kind of, market myself a little bit more to different people. And then I had another homie named, he goes by Jay Trilly. He was shooting music videos for me, which he shot one with my cousins, and then another one, which was another freestyle called it's What's the Issue, which is the Blow the Whistle remix. And that one went up. And that was like the first snowball down the mountain that kind of led into everything else. So that What's the Issue video went up even more than the Super Hyphy Freestyle video. And that was the What's the Issue video was December of 2023. Yeah, December of 2023.
Yeah.
And then off of that, I was like, oh, I think I need to, level up. And that's when the homie Cantu had a video shoot, and he wanted people to be in it, and Pastor Stars was shooting the video. And I saw the video come out, and I was like, oh, this shit's clean as fuck. So I hit up Pastor Stars. We linked up. I hit him like super late notice. Like I was like 2 days before like the video was supposed to be shot, and I was like, dude, can you make it to Santa Barbara in 2 days at this time, whatever? He was like, fuck it, we'll make it work.
Damn.
And then from there, it was just me and him locked in. And then how I kind of got connected with Destructive was I'd always seen his videos here and there. And I know a lot of people in Oxnard use his videos.
Hell yeah.
I didn't really get. I think the first thing I did with him was a Soulfly. Yeah, it was Soulfly, another little remix that I did. And I shot it at 203 Studios because I had been tapped in with Mind Off already. Just working with him, got introduced to him. I think it was from OGT. Not sure. Forget how I met Mind Off. But yeah, so and he's like the videographer for 203 or whatever. So
Yeah.
I was like, oh, dope. So we linked up, and that was the first video. We've only done 2 videos together, me and Destructive.
Oh, okay.
That one and the one with Media GTS.
Oh, and well, I mean, do you consider the one that you did with your cousin, like the little?
Yeah, that's like that was a thing hosted by them.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it wasn't like
It wasn't a music video.
Yeah, it wasn't a music video that I reached out for.
It was more just like content.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, but Destructive is dope. There's a lot of dope
Hell yeah.
creatives in Oxnard that I don't think get enough recognition. Yeah.
Yeah. But I feel like the same thing, dude. I go back to is like a lot of it's just more like there's very few people that have that quality work.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard. It's like.
Yeah, I think a lot of the quality work isn't pushed, or it isn't like I feel like a lot of people don't do quality work, maybe because the work that they do put out is rewarded.
Yeah.
I think that's a lot of stuff like that on social media gets rewarded today. It's like some bullshit gets rewarded.
Yeah, and like again, I feel like I'm just fucking saying the same shit over. But like I've seen like a lot of the stuff that comes out here in Oxnard, like you said, like it gets rewarded compared to like the other people that we've been following, like now from LA. It's like, bro, they're like competing with each other in a productive way, It's like, all right, he had a badass video, I'm gonna do it even better. But then the people here, it's like, oh, I'm gonna just whip out my phone, just whatever comes out. But then they're like, hey, go make sure to go like the video. I'm just like, bro,
yeah.
Like,
I think that's a big thing I'm trying to push in Oxnard is I'm trying to push the needle. Like I'm trying to set the standard for like if you want to quote unquote blow up, but if you want to be nice, I'm gonna show you what nice is.
Hell yeah.
So that way when you watch a video or something like that, people are like, oh, I gotta live up to this standard because this other shit's not gonna cut it.
Yeah.
And I think not enough of that is pushed in Oxnard. I know there's a lot of really good artists and stuff, but they might not even be completely based in Oxnard.
Yeah.
Like they might, be from Oxnard, but they do all their shit outside of it. I'm trying to do a lot of shit in Oxnard so that way I can really push the people around you. Yeah, push the community that we have so that way, we get some more gems.
Yeah.
I think there is a lot of potential in Oxnard. It's just some people may not have it's hard to
find the drive or something.
It's hard to live up to something you haven't seen.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you see, in LA, people see, oh, freaking Kendrick Lamar's doing this. That's what I got to live up to. In Oxnard, you don't really.
Nah.
There's no standard that you have to be like, oh.
Or
that's
if there was, it was back in the '90s, bro. That's just long gone, Like
there's no standard for. Oh, that's what I got to reach for. Yeah. I'm trying to set that standard. Like this is like should be the baseline for how you should be not necessarily putting your art out, but this is how hard you should be working. That's the quality of stuff you should be putting out. There's different methods to putting stuff out. Like, you don't have to put stuff out every day if that's not, your prerogative. But I'm gonna put stuff out every day because I'm trying to work harder than another person. I'm trying to work harder than the next person. I'm trying to put out more quality than the next person, stuff like that.
No, and I see it, bro. And one thing that you said is like you wanna give everybody around here like something to see. Like you said, you can't want something when you've never seen it.
Yeah.
Right. So like, just like what I've said before is destructive was that for videographers.
Yeah.
Because in the beginning it was just destructive. But the thing is, you can see his progress throughout the years. Like when he first started, even he said it wasn't the greatest.
Yeah.
But it's like now, like you go down his whole like list of videos, you can see the timelines of like what was in at that time, like just the style of editing and everything. But what I'm saying is like when he blew up, I feel like a lot of people started following the train. You're like, hey, you know what? This is badass, doing videos and stuff.
Yeah,
like,
and that's
showed it was possible.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think some people be like, oh man, people are copying. No, it's a good thing. It's a good thing that have that standard set and have people follow suit, because now they know, oh, this is a path. This is one of the paths I can do to, blow up. I mean, that's what I saw. Like I said earlier, like Russell and them doing it in the Bay Area. It wasn't being done down here though. I'm gonna do it down here. Yeah. So that way people over here will be like, oh, okay, this is a viable path. It's not just that one-off dude over there who was able to do it. No, it's if you stick to it, you can get it done. No,
and it's crazy that like we're having this whole conversation because like I'm telling you, did not know that it was just you running the page or even just you like have a specific time you have like your videos going up. I thought you had a team around you because it's just the quality of work that you put out there. It's just like, because even me myself, I'm like, damn, like I'm working hard as fuck as it is, but I'm like, damn, I'm not working as hard as a homeboy over here, like. So it's crazy to hear that it's a one-man army type of thing, and I'm just like, damn. And like you said, it motivates
this
you.
Bad boy right here.
No, but like you said, like now, like knowing that, I'm like, shit, like if you could do it, shit, I'm gonna start working towards that,
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, man, I just want to push people. I've seen it already. I've seen people putting out more reels instead of music videos. Especially out here. After I did the Gordo's truck thing, I saw a couple people, do stuff in front of trucks and stuff like that. And some people hit me up, be like, "Oh man, he's copying your wave or whatever." I was like,
"So what?"
I was like, "Yeah, it's cool."
Yeah.
It also drives business for whoever you do it in front of. So I'm not gonna be mad at someone doing that idea. It probably wasn't the first time that I probably wasn't the first person ever to do it in front of a food truck or whatever.
And I hate that, dude, because like I feel like a lot of people would be like, "Oh, why is he doing mic drops?" Like I'm like, are you the only one that ever made a mic drop?
Yeah.
Like what the hell? Like there's no copyright on a mic drop. You know?
Exactly.
Like,
it's a cool idea, and you should be. I feel like you should feel proud that another person is following suit. Now, if they claim like, "Oh, I'm the first person to ever do this," all right, now you maybe you can take a small issue with it, but if they're just doing it because they think it's a cool idea, I've had people do stuff. I just hit up I don't know if you know who Casey Family is, but he's dope. He just did something the other day with one of his songs where he had himself on an album cover and it was multiple.
Oh, I saw that. That shit was hard.
I commented on the video. I was like, "Hey, bro, I'm stealing this. Like, I'm gonna use this."
That shit was hard.
And he was like, "Yeah, bro, go ahead." I was like, it's cool content, and me and him fucking. There's no bad blood there just because I want to do the idea. Like, fucking do the idea, It's a cool idea. You should be proud that someone wants to, follow suit.
Yeah. But even then, it's like maybe that album cover won't blow up for him, but you took that advice or you took that idea and it blew up for you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so I think, I think when it comes to that, it's just when it comes to like content like that, and I feel like you should want to be the standard, and you should want to inspire other people to do similar things,
Yeah. So. Nah, bro, but we appreciate you coming out here, spending some time with us, and telling us a little bit about your story and everything. And hopefully we get you back on here, even with your cousin OGT.
Hell yeah, OGT will for sure pop on here.
Hell yeah. Yeah. Now maybe get a couple brewskis in or something.
He'll for sure have a Modelo. yeah, he'll for sure have a Modelo.
Hell yeah. Nah, bro, but again, this is your platform. You want to shout anybody out or drop your at?
Or any future projects that that are already came out.
By the time this is out, 805 baby will be out. future projects. I got Time Waits for Nobody that should be coming out in the next couple of months. As far as shout outs, shout out Cuzzo, shout out OGT, shout out Sir Weezy, shout out Rowdy Dogs and Cirillas, who's all them who I'm working with currently. Shout out my peoples, Pastor Stars, Greenhouse Studio, Con Man. We working.
Hell
Dope.
yeah. Hell yeah.
Damn. Well, thanks for pushing that or pulling up.
Yeah,
sir.
bro. Well, we
Shout out
appreciate
y'all.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're always welcome back, bro.
Yeah.
Just
If you
hit
want
us
to
up.
follow me, it's on everything. I think it's at bigtime_bake. So tap in with your boy.
Hell yeah. But just like that, everybody, you guys already know we will see you on the next one.
Peace.
Later.
Yes, sir.